a second, but we just want to get started. First of all, I'm Mark Middleton from Growing Boulder, and I want to welcome all of you. And thank you for coming out on this beautiful morning. Couldn't be any better for the first annual Wisdom Walk. I certainly want to thank our friends from Track Check. You know, the greatest partners you can have. They're opening their store at 9 a.m. an hour early just for you guys with a 10% discount. So wander in and look around. Yeah, way to go. We want to thank our partners and friends from Florida Blue Medicare, who you will hear from in just a moment. And also Create Coffee and Jeff's Bagel Run for their kind donation this morning. This is exciting for us. This is a small beginning to something that is going to become very, very big. And as I look out, I can't tell you how gratifying it is to see what is really a multi-generational, multicultural, powerful mix of people from the Central Florida community. The former director of the CDC said that walking is the closest thing that we have to a miracle drug. And it's really true of anything that we can do. You know, the greatest prescription for our overall health and well-being is simply to get out and take a walk. And when you walk with a friend, when you walk with someone of a different generation in particular, the benefits are magnified. And we would be remiss if we didn't talk about our reason for wanting to do a wisdom walk. We live in an ageist culture. Ageism is rampant. Ageism is, of course, nothing but stereotyping or discrimination against anybody based upon their age. And it goes in both directions. Ageism affects young people as much as it does older people. Among older people, though, in particular, it dramatically impacts their overall health and well-being. It impacts their longevity. And for younger people, the greatest gift that we can give to younger people is a vision for positive and optimistic aging. It's been proven that by the time we're 3 years old, we already have a negative view of aging. And these negative thoughts, the negative impressions that we get from the media and the culture just continue to come into our consciousness until they are internalized when we get older. And it's been proven that those with a negative view of aging live on average 7.5 years shorter than those with a positive view. And more importantly, they don't just live shorter lives, they're unhealthier, they're unhappier. The greatest gift we can give is to share with younger people that aging is not all the bad things that we've been led to believe. Yes, there's struggles with aging, but yes, there's struggles with being 10 and 20 and 30 and 40. So what we want you guys to do today is just hang out. The way we confront all of the isms, the racism, the sexism, all of the bad things, is we develop relationships with people that we don't otherwise know. And when we do that, we learn about them and we gain wisdom. There is great wisdom among older people in this culture. We've got a 91-year-old woman who's with us today. We got a big vision for this. You guys will remember this day. These are the first steps that are taken in what is going to become a new movement. Wisdom Walk is not going to begin and end today. This will become an annual event that's not just local, it's going to be national. We're creating a movement of inclusion that involves people of all ages and all generations. And we'll all look back and say, we remembered when we started that movement. You guys are starting that movement. Margaret Mead is a famous cultural anthropologist who said, never doubt that a small group of committed people can change the world because, in fact, it's the only thing that ever has. And that's our vision. As ambitious as that might sound, it's nothing short of changing the world for the better of all. So thank you all for coming out and helping us do that. Now, two things I want to remind you. There are prompts throughout this little 1-mile course. Enjoy yourself. Take a walk. Chat with people. If you came alone and don't have a group to walk with, please come over here to the Track Shack table. They will set you up with someone. Enjoy the conversation. We put some prompts out there to get some discussions. Stop and read the prompt and respond to it if you can. And when you get back, our cameras are going to be here, and if you're willing, we want to do some interviews with you. Because again, this is not a one-off. This is not something that will only exist in this moment. Growing Boulder is a national media company, and we're going to write an article on this. We're going to video about about this for our national television show. We are going to spread the word that you guys are helping us create a movement. And a movement is something that can benefit everybody. So please, help us. The other thing, our gift to you, is to stand over here in front of this man's camera, and I have to tell you, if you don't know it, this is Mike Dunn. I embarrass you when I say this. Mike Dunn, to me, is Annie Leibovitz. And if you know who Annie Leibovitz is, maybe the most famous portrait photographer in the world. This guy shoots celebrities. He just got back from LA, and before that, he was in Nashville shooting celebrities and country music stars. And he's here to shoot you and your friends and your family for nothing. All of these photos will be uploaded, and you'll be given a free link to download high-resolution photos that you can do whatever you want with. It's really, really cool, and something that probably none of us could afford to do on our own. So stop by and see Mike Dunn before you leave. And am I forgetting anything? Tim Killian? Lynn Nixon? I think that's it. So now, just to get us started, I hope I got your mind loosened up a little bit. To get your body loosened up is Jess D'Amico, who is our social media community manager from Growing Boulder. Jess, the stretch. Jess, would you come on up here? Jess is wearing... Oh, no, I forgot Sarah Nordine. Thank you very much. This was a big... Sarah Nordine is the... Sarah Nordine is the director of the Winter Park in Orlando Blue Cross Centers. Is a great partner, and you've probably seen her if you've been to any of the Track Shack running races this year, because we've got the Growing Boulder division powered by Florida Blue Medicare. Sarah, thank you for coming out. She's wearing #1, appropriately so.
I thought I got away with it.
No.
Good morning. Yeah, you guys ready to walk? I am excited. Well, we are so happy to be part of this movement, like Mark said. We're your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. We've been around for a while. Some of you guys are already members. Came to see our booth. We do have amazing giveaways for you guys today. No obligation. Please come by and see us. But yeah, we're loving the support that we're getting throughout all these events that we're doing here with Growing Boulder. And also, the You Can't Finish race, I'll be there tomorrow as well with my team. So, woo to that. But yeah, we're here to support health and wellness, right? From all walks of life, all fitness levels, just all ethnicities, all age groups, and we're really excited to be here. So I look forward to it. Come see us. Remember, it's annual enrollment period and open enrollment. So make sure you renew your policy, make sure you evaluate your health care, because it's important with the world we live in today, right? I see some expecting mothers, so we have some things going on in the center for you as well later on this year. So come see us. We're only about a couple miles in Winter Park Village, so you guys, I'm sure you know where that is. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you, and I'll be around. See you on the first.
Thank you, Sarah. And I have to say, the reason we hang out with these people from Florida Blue Medicare is it's really not. I mean, it is an insurance company, but it's so much more than that. These guys are so committed and so dedicated to helping you be the best version of you. Honestly, I've not met another company like that. And when we got to know them and saw their passion for making a difference in your lives, for doing whatever it takes to give you the tools and the resources to help you not need insurance, I mean, that's really remarkable, and we're grateful for them. So thank you for that, Sarah. And now, Jess. Yeah, Jess, did I forget anything else? All right, let's come on up here, Jess.
All right. I'll just, oh yeah, I'll put it on the stand. Yeah. I was once a Hannibal and now D'Amico, both loud families. Okay. So we're just going to do a short warm-up. The most important thing when we go to exercise, and all, we want to be mobile for all of our lives, no matter our age, is to make sure that we give our bodies the grace of warming up before we do anything physical. So even a walk, we're still able to find some mobility stretches, standing stretches. So maybe make sure we're not going to do anything crazy, or maybe give yourself some room so you don't bang into anybody. But you don't have to be too far apart, because balance, you might need somebody for balance. All right. Okay. So can we get like a little bit of jams? Well, I don't care what jams, but just a little bit, because I can only hear myself right now, and that's muscles the way we want to. So make sure we're not holding our breath when we're stretching. And remember this, and many of you already know this, I'm repeating what we all probably know, but before we exercise, we do dynamic moving stretches, and then those static still stretches, we do
After 45 years as one of the nation's premier road race series, there's a bold new wrinkle in the Track Shack running series.
Go, 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 go! There it is, y'all!
All of the 40 and older age groups are now the growing Boulder division, powered by Florida Blue Medicare. And with more of us understanding the benefits of an active lifestyle, the fastest growing age groups are now the older adults. One couple that inspires the entire running community is the Barshes, Carl Heinrich and Turtu. Carl Heinrich is a retired UCF professor. When he was in his 50s, he was diagnosed with dangerously high blood pressure, and his doctor prescribed daily walks.
So I started to walk. And I walked around the block. At first I ran out of steam. I couldn't do 1 block. And then I walked around 4 blocks and a mile, then 2 miles. And we do everything together. So she did it too. And then we got into running.
Walking led to running, which quickly led to entering weekend races because they enjoyed the camaraderie. But one morning, Heinrich's running came to an abrupt halt.
And then I got run over by a newspaper delivery truck one morning. He thought he owes this area at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I spent a month in the hospital, but thereafter they took a disc out of my neck too. And the doctor said, no more running. And I said, what do I do? I just was training for the New York Marathon. So I asked him, can I walk? And he said, walking is good for you. So I trained myself to be a race walker. And I walked my last 27 marathons. So now that's all I do.
Carl Heinrich is now, Turtu is 84. While he walks, she runs, finishing more than 60 marathons since taking her first run in her 50s.
Yeah, he always makes me go out and take walks. So he's the main force behind us.
So you're a runner, he's a walker. Does he beat you?
Well, yeah, that used to be that I was faster than him, but now it's the other way around.
Carl Heinrich credits walking with saving his quality of life and running with actually saving Turtu's life.
She had a big illness. I don't want to talk about it, and I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Okay, I'm a cancer survivor.
We were going to go on a trip, and we found out a week before that she had stage 4 leukemia that has spread already to the back and to the lungs. She would not tell you this, but she came through with flying colors because they said, the doctor said, because her lung capacity is so fantastic that she will make it.
Carl Heinrich and Turtu usually win their division, but that's not why they compete. They thrive on the camaraderie.
82.
I'm 82 too.
Hey, congratulations! We did it!
The company of fellow runners and walkers. Ordinary people living extraordinary lives simply because they refuse to let life beat them down and keep them on the couch.
Whatever gets you down, there is always a way to use this as a chance to do something new. Like for me it was, you can't run anymore, but you can train yourself in race walking. For her it was, oh yeah, you have stage 4 cancer, but I can get over this and get back into it. With that kind of attitude, you always go ahead. And running, walking, race walking, swimming, bicycling, I don't care what it is, be in shape. And that that makes life enjoyable. We enjoy this. This is wonderful.
The growing Boulder division, powered by Florida Blue Medicare, makes its debut August 13th in Orlando at Track Shack's Celebration of Running 5K.